Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video, we are going to understand how to send email and WhatsApp message on Contact Form 7 submission. So are you also using Contact Form 7 for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm doing the same. I'm running a real estate agency, and for that, I use Contact Form 7 to get the details of my potential clients. So now what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Contact Form 7, automatically my potential client should receive an automated WhatsApp message and an automated email so that I can convert my potential clients into paying clients. So over here I'm going to use AI Sensei to send the WhatsApp messages. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Contact Form 7, AI Sensei and Gmail. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to send email and WhatsApp message on Contact Form 7 submission. So as you know that I run a real estate agency and use Contact Form 7 to capture inquiries for potential clients. So to enhance my communication process, what I want is that as soon as a new client submits their details, the system automatically sends a confirmation email with their inquiry summary. Simultaneously, a personalized WhatsApp message is sent thanking them for their interest and providing additional information about available properties. So this automation ensures fast response, improves client engagement, and increases the chances of closing deals more effectively. So to do all of this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of stars free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which is create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to send email and WhatsApp message on Contact Form 7 submission. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Contact Form 7 because I want that as soon as a new submission is made in the same form, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Contact Form 7 and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as new form submission. So trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So I want that as soon as a new form is submitted, my workflow should start. So I'm going to select the same, and as soon as we are going to do so, it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Contact Form 7 account and our Pabbly's workflow. So what it is saying? It is saying install and active the Contact Form 7 plugin from the plugin section in the WordPress dashboard. So over here we have to install this plugin. So I'm going to first open this hyperlink given right over here, and as you can see that you have to install this plugin right over here, and then you have to activate this plugin in your WordPress dashboard. Over here you can go on this plugins and then add new plugin, and you have to install this plugin and activate this. And after doing this, you can go and click on edit option from the particular form in the forms section. So what I've done is I've already installed this plugin in my WordPress. So I'm directly going to open my contact forms right from here. So to do this, I'm going to go on this contact, and as you can see contact forms, so we have to go on this. And as soon as we are going to open contacts forms right over here, you can see all the form which I've already created. So I'm going to create this automation for this form which is real estate form. So I'm going to click on edit right over here, and as soon as we are going to click on edit, you can see webhook button right over here. So we have to go on this webhook right from here, and as soon as we are going to open this webhook, you can see all of these details. So it is saying integrate, so we have to switch on this button which is sent to webhook because I want to send the data to the webhook, that is to my workflow. And now it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are going to paste the URL which we copied right from here. So I'm going to paste the URL right over here. And after doing both of this, what we are going to do is we are again going to read the help text, and it is saying check the send to webhook checkbox, copy and paste the webhook URL. So yes, we have did this, and it is saying click on the save button. So I'm going to open my WordPress again, and we are going to move and click on save button over here. You can see the same, so I'm going to click on save right over here, and as soon as we are going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully saved and updated this, and we have successfully added our webhook URL too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my workflow, and now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission, and in order to do this test submission, I'm going to open my form first. And over here you can see that this is my form. So I'm going to do the test submission with the demo details so that I can capture the response and create this workflow. If you wish, you can definitely wait till the actual lead is received, and if you don't wish to wait, you can open this form again, and now over here you can do the test submission just to create the workflow. So it is asking for your name, so I'm going to keep it as test user. It is asking me for the email, so I'm going to keep it as testuser22@pabblytunes.com. It is asking me for the mobile number, so I'm going to keep it as this only. It is asking me for the city, so I'm going to keep it as Delhi right over here. It is saying types of apartment, so I'm going to select it as 3 BHK. And after doing all of this, I'm going to click on submit, and as soon as we are going to click on submit right over here you can see thank you for your message, it has been sent. So this means that we have successfully did this test submission and submitted the response. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for the same or not. And yes, you can see response A captured. Pabbly has captured the response for the same. You can see the name, you can see the email, you can see the mobile number, you can see the city and the apartment type interested in. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now as soon as a new form is submitted in my contact form 7, Pabbly will definitely capture the response for the same and trigger the workflow. And now we are going to move on towards our action step. So what I want is I want to send an automated WhatsApp message and an automated email to this same potential client. So I'm going to search my action application as AI Sensei right over here. So I'm going to use AI Sensei in order to send WhatsApp messages. You can use any another application, suppose Vati, Interact, or if you wish, you can definitely use WhatsApp Cloud API too. So I'm going to use AI Sensei, so I'm going to select this. It is asking me for the action event, so I'm going to select the action event as send template message, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to do so, as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your WhatsApp by AI Sensei account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the API key, and to get this API key we are going to follow the help text, and it is saying navigate to manage section, then go to API key and click on generate API key button. So I'm going to open my AI Sensei account. Right from here we have to go on this manage section, and over here you can see API key, so we are going to go on this API key, and as you can see over here is my API key. So I'm going to copy this key and then we are going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this, we are going to click on save, and as soon as we are going to click on save, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our WhatsApp by AI Sensei account with our Pabbly's workflow. So over here now it is asking me for the campaign name. So to let you know more about this, I'm going to open my AI Sensei account again, and now from here from the left sidebar you can see campaigns. So we are going to go on this campaigns. So as you can see all the campaigns that I've created previously, but I'm going to create a new for this workflow. So what I'm going to do is we are going to first create a template. So I'm going to open my template which I've already created. So as you can see that this is the template which I've created, Lakeview Properties, and I want to send an automated WhatsApp message like this only. So in order to connect this with my workflow, first what we have to do is we have to create a campaign for this same template. So I'm going to click on launch right over here. We are going to select API campaign, and now as soon as we are going to open this, it is asking me for the campaign name. So I'm going to keep the campaign name as Lakeview Properties. It is asking me for the template, so I'm going to select my template right over here which is Lakeview Properties again. As you can see the template which I've created, so I'm going to select this, and after selecting this we are going to click on set live, and as soon as we are going to do so, it is saying yay, your campaign has been successfully created. So I'm going to click on go to campaign, and yes, over here you can see that this is my campaign which is Lakeview Properties. So this is my campaign name, so I'm going to copy this name right from here and we are going to paste it right over here under the campaign name. So if you have already created your campaign previously, you have to attach the campaign name right over here. here, and now it is asking me for the mobile number. So we are going to map this mobile number. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected contact form 7 as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to give you an example that over here it is asking me for the mobile number, right? So let's suppose that I'm going to enter the mobile number right over here manually by typing it. Then this will not change with every new response received because this is a static information and I have entered it manually. But if we are going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So like we map the mobile number, it is asking me for the user name. So it is saying enter the name of the user to whom the campaign has to be sent. So I have to enter the name of the user. So I'm going to map the name to right over here. As you can see, the test user. So we are going to map it. We are going to move on forward. It's asking me for the source and the tags. So as you can see, both of these are not the required fields. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the template parameters. So to let you know what does this means, I'm going to open my ASNC again, and over here you can see my campaign and the template which I've already created. But you can notice that there's one in curly brackets. So you must be wondering that why this one is in curly brackets right over here, because I want to replace this one with the name of my potential client every time a new WhatsApp message is sent. So that's why I've kept this one as a variable right over here or a custom parameter right over here. So I'm going to enter this one right over here. So right over here I'm going to enter the value which I want to add in one, which is the name of my potential client. So it is saying enter the parameter values to be filled in the template message. The parameter value should be comma separated. So over here first I'm going to map the name of my lead right over here. For that I'm going to look for name, and as you can see test user, so we are going to map this. So what I want is that this one should be replaced with the name of my lead over here, which is the value test user every time a new WhatsApp message has sent. So here you can see that in my template I have only a single variable, but if you have multiple variables in your template, to enter the value of all right over here by comma separated. So let's suppose that if I had the email or something like that, I have to put a comma and then map that. Okay, so over here I have only the name, so I'm going to only map the name and move forward. It is asking me for the attributes, URL and the file name. So if you wish to attach a file, you can attach the same right over here in your WhatsApp message, but I don't wish to do so right now. I'm directly going to click on save and send test request, but before clicking on save and send test request, I'll just let you know that over here the phone number which I entered is a dummy phone number. So I'll just replace this dummy phone number with my original phone number so that I can show you the message and the response received. So I'm just going to replace the number, and after replacing the number I'm going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes you can see success ID true. So yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message to our potential client. So I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check for the WhatsApp message, and yes you can see that we have received an automated WhatsApp message. Hi test user, thank you for reaching out to Lakeview Properties. We have received your inquiry and are thrilled to assist you in finding your perfect home. One of our friendly agents will get in touch with you shortly to provide more details and answer any question you may have. Looking forward to finding your dream house. Best regards, Lakeview Properties. So yes, with this we have successfully sent an automated WhatsApp message, and now I also want to send an automated email. For that I'm going to add another action step right over here, and now for my action application I'm going to select it as Gmail. So I'm going to search for it, and then we are going to select it, and now after selecting this it is asking me for the action event. So I'm going to select it as sent email v2, and then we are going to click on connect, and as soon as we are going to do so, again it is asking me for the same add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Gmail account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save, but if you haven't, you have to follow me. Click on add a new connection and then connect with Gmail, and after clicking on connect with Gmail, it is going to ask me to select my Gmail account, and after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm going to click on allow right over here and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow Pabbly save, and as soon as we are going to do so, yes you can see that we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly's workflow, and now it is asking me for the recipient email addresses. So I'm going to map the email address of my recipient right over here. As you can see, testuser22@pabblytudes.com. we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for CC and BCC. So as you can see, both of these are not the required fields, and I don't want to add someone over here, so I'm going to leave it as blank and move forward. And now you can see that it is asking me for the sender's email address, so I'm going to select it as this only. It is asking me for the sender's name, so I want the sender's name to be Lakeview Properties. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the email subject, so I want the email subject to be thank you for your inquiry, and then we are going to map the name of our lead. So I'm going to search for name, and as you can see, test user, so we are going to map it. So it is saying thank you for your inquiry, test user. We are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the reply to, so this is not a reply email, so I'm going to leave it as blank. Email content type, I'm going to keep it as plain. And now it is asking me for the email content, so I want the email content to be dear name, and then I'm going to enter the name of my lead right over here. So it will become dear test user, thank you for getting in touch with Lakeview Properties. We have successfully received your inquiry for, we are going to enter the BHK, which is the apartment type right over here. So as you can see, 3 BHK. So it is saying we have successfully received your inquiry for a 3 BHK apartment in city. So we are going to enter the city right over here. We are going to map it Delhi. So yes, and now it is saying, and one of our teammates will reach you shortly to provide you the more details. Here is the summary of your inquiry. So I'm going to give the summary. For that, I'm going to give it as name test user. It is saying email, so I'm going to keep the email as testuser22@pabblytudes.com. We are going to enter the mobile number right over here. As you can see, the same, so we are going to enter it. We are going to enter the city, as you can see, the same. We are going to enter the apartment type, so I'm going to enter it right over here. And after entering this, it is saying we look forward to helping you find the perfect home. So as you can see that I mapped the details which I wanted to keep dynamic and entered the details which I wanted to remain static. And now it is asking me for the file name, attachment, label IDs and signature. So as you can see, all of these are not the required fields, so I'm going to leave it as blank. For the label ID, I'm going to keep it as inbox. And now we are going to click on save and send test request. And as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully sent a mail to testuser22@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to open my Gmail and check for the mail sent. And yes, you can see the mail sent, which is thank you for inquiry, test user. You can see dear test user, thank you for getting in touch. You can see the rest of the details. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we are going to do is I'm going to open my contact form 7 again, and we are going to do another test submission. So for the name, I'm going to keep it as dummy user. For the email, I'm going to keep it as dummy@pabblytudes.com. This as the mobile number. For the city, I'm going to keep it as Pune, and then for the types of apartment, I'm going to keep it as 1 BHK. And then we are going to click on submit, and as soon as we are going to click on submit, this means that WordPress or the plugin of WordPress, which is contact form 7, has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent an automated WhatsApp message to our lead, which is dummy user, and also sent an automated email. So yes, you can see thank you for your message, it has been sent. So now I'm going to open my WhatsApp and Gmail and check for the automated email and WhatsApp message sent. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. I'll directly open my WhatsApp right from here, and yes, you can see another WhatsApp message received. Hi dummy user, thank you for reaching out with Lakeview Properties. And now I'm going to open my Gmail too. We are going to go back, and yes, you can see thank you for inquiry, dummy user, and you can see all the details that we entered. You can see city Pune, you can see the apartment type, you can see the email, number and name. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected contact form 7. For the trigger event, we selected new form submission. For the action application, we selected WhatsApp by AI Sensi and Gmail, because I wanted that as soon as a new form is submitted through contact form 7, which I've attached in my website, automatically an automated WhatsApp message should be sent to the same potential client, and also an automated email should be sent to that potential client, so that I can convert my potential clients into paying clients. So yes, we were successful with our workflow too. Over here you can see the 2 automated WhatsApp messages I sent during this video with the help of my workflow, and over here you can see the 2 emails which I sent to my leads. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and this was it for the video. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.